Hi, so my name is Mihir Kelkar, and this video is for my um, homework too, which I'll demonstrate on AWS. So I'll be running a simple MapReduce job, and the job would be that for each venue, I'll produce the list of publications that will contain only one author. I'll briefly explain the code of the mapper and the reducer. So in the uh, this is the mapper for the job. So as you can see, the input to the mapper is the entire data set, and from there it will extract the authors list by calling this method. It will then extract the title, the publication title, and based on whether the element is a journal, a book title, or a publisher, it will extract the appropriate venue that is here. Um, Suppose that if any one of those is empty, then it will not do a context dot write on that. So it checks here that if it's non-empty, there's one more condition to check, that is if it contains only one author. So I'll just check it by doing an authors dot size, and if it's equal to one, then I'll write. So what is written is that the key in this case is the venue here for book title here. So since this is a list, the book since this get values method always returns a list. So in this case, the venue would there would just be a single venue. So I'll just extract the head. Um, e- e- Even in the title case, there will only be a single element. So I'll just extract the head, and so the key from the mapper would be the venue, and the value would be the publication title. So let's go to the reducer now. The reducer is pretty simple. What it does is that it will yeah. So the key to the reducer is the venue, and the value would be an iterable of text. So uh, for a given venue, suppose that for a given venue there might be multiple publications. So we just have to concatenate all of these publications, and then the reducer will output the key as the venue and the concatenation of the publications as the value. So the method here which I've used is fold left. Since this is a lang.iterable object, I had to first convert it to a Scala object. So as Scala does that, after which I'll do a fold left. As you can see, the delimiter I have used is this, and then I'll just do a context.write. Alright, so that's it for the code. Let's just clean compile and let's just build a jar file. So as you can see, I'm already in my directory. I'll just do clean compile assembly. So it's now started to build the jar file. I mean, it started to clean. Um, I'll just pause the video now, and once it is done, I'll resume. Alright, so as you can see, the jar file has been built. So I'll just move on to AWS now. Okay, so I need to sign in again. Okay. Alright. So here's the console. I'll go to AWS S3 now. So S3 is where we store the files, and EMR is where we'll create a cluster and run the jobs. So here's S3. So the thing is, in S3, all of our inputs or whatever files we store, those will be stored in buckets. So I have created a bucket here. In order to create a new bucket, just click on create bucket. Enter the bucket name. It should be unique. So if you enter map reduce and go next, then it will just say that the bucket name already exists, so it should be unique. So I'll enter your my name and just a bucket one. All right. So all of these settings are kept to default. I'll just go next. I'll block all public access. That's it, review. Since I already created a bucket, I'll not do that again. Here's the bucket. All right. So here's the input. In this folder, I have put in the XML file, the entire input. Here's my Java file. I'll upload the Java file which I have created right now here. So I'll just delete this. Okay. So I'll just click on upload. All right. Here's my Java file. Just drag it down. Okay. Next. As you can see, it is all the permissions. Moving on. All the standard settings. Upload. Alright, so it's uploading now. We have to wait. Almost there now. Alright, great. It's done. So um, yeah, it's there. Right. As you can see, the date or the time is 1:39, 1:41, right? So I'll head back to my console, go to EMR. All right. Uh, so in order to run a MapReduce job here in EMR, we need to create a new cluster. That's where the job runs. All right. So I'll just name the cluster. Cluster 8. Okay. So for the logging, I'll choose the folder here in my bucket itself. Select. I'll choose step execution since EMR will just create a cluster and then terminate when done. I'll add a step here since I'm not running a Hive, Pig or Spark application or streaming program. I'll just do a custom jar configure. So after clicking on configure, this menu will appear. We need to select our jar location, which is this. Okay, so now we need to specify the arguments which would be passed while running the program. So my arguments would be the main class, the main or the driver class which runs all the jobs. So the name is MapReduce jobs. I'll need to specify where my input is located now. So which is in my bucket input slash slash dblp. Okay. So and now I need to specify my output location where my output will be generated, which is here, right in my bucket. So this is my class, this is my input location, this is my output location. So action on failure, I'll terminate cluster since I don't want it to go on even after failure. All right, yeah. So that's it. Just add. This is done. Next, I'll just keep this to the default settings. I'll change this to 2x large since I was having a lot of issues running it with x large. I don't know, maybe it was related to the server in to the server I'm using. So I just did it with this and it worked. So I'll just change that. That's it. I'll now create the cluster and it's starting now. Let's hope it runs. All right, it's taking down some time. Wait for a few minutes. If not, if it still doesn't run, then I'll just pause the video and once it starts running, I'll come back. Let's see. Alright, it's still starting. Let's hope it starts running soon. Alright, until it's starting, I'll just explain how to view the logs. Okay, so in order to see the logs, we have to go to steps and do view logs. It will not be generated now since it's still on starting. Once it starts running, then the logs will be generated. Alright, so since it took some time to run, I just paused the video before. So I just wanted to say that, yeah, if you want to, as I said, if you want to view the logs, just go to steps. This is it. Just go to syslogs and the logs will be displayed. So now it's terminated, it's done running. So we'll just check the output. So for that, I'll go back to the console, go to S3, my bucket. All right, so here, here's the output folder. As you can see, it created the output in parts. So I'll show you one part. All right, so let's open or download basically. All right. So just edit with Notepad. All right. So as you can see, the output here. This is. Oh, sorry. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So this is the venue, which is comma separated. This is CSV file. So this is the venue, and these are the list of publications. So the list of publications, as I mentioned, separated by this. So yeah, there are a lot of publications here. One thing is that one thing could be improved, which is this. There's a blank space here, so I think that's fine. We are getting the list of, yeah, we are getting the publications properly and the venues. So I think output is right. Yes, and that should be it. Thank you so much for watching.